Hi Scorpio friends, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Scorpio, or anywhere else that you have Pluto very heavy in your chart. Quick overview of the few things that are going to be taking place here in January, and then we're going to get into your reading. I'm going to use several oracle cards. I'm only going to pull a few tarot cards to validate the different points that are coming up for pinpointing for yourself for this week, or the different weeks we've gone through for in January. And we'll cap it off, of course, and start off with your Sacred Geometry card. Now, the card that you guys have, my Scorpio friends, is the Dream Weaver. It's about manifesting. It's about laying some different foundations, and it is about bridging the gaps and coordinating and bringing a few different things together. Now, that's an important energy as master energy number 2, and it's very important that you are taking an opportunity to look at where you have been so that you can make some adjustments for what it is that you want. We're going to be using, like I said, a couple of different cards coming in, and I'm going to talk to you about the basics that we have coming in here for 2023. From a overall perspective, Scorpio, what's going to be affecting you most here in 2023 is going to be relationship. However you define relationship, this is what's going to be a big portion of shift for you in 2023. Just to put that out there, okay? We will get into how this starts off here in January, but the overall numerology for the year is 7, universal energy. And so universal energy has a lot to do with spirituality, period. Doesn't matter where you're at on the spectrum of current knowledge, where you're going, things of that nature. It's going to be spiritual in nature regardless. So just know that, okay? As you are dealing with those things, you need to recall that as we're walking into January, we're walking into 3 retrogrades. First is Mercury retrograde, which affects travel, communication, technology. Potentially doesn't have to affect you, but it could. And if you have Gemini and or Virgo as major placements in your chart, Scorpio, then you are going to maybe want to go take a look at those readings, because there could be some additional information that you need to know about. The Mars retrograde, well, so Mercury will go direct on the 18th, okay, and give it a few days after that. They call it the shadow period in order for some things to clear up. So that's Mercury. Then Mars comes out of retrograde on the 12th, the week before, and Mars has everything to do with our momentum, our energy, our wanting to do something, right? And if you have Aries very heavy in your chart, you're going to want to maybe take a look at that, because Mars governs Aries. Our willingness, our energy level, our mojo, our get up and go, whatever you want to call it, could have potentially been affected, okay? Everyone was affected with Uranus in Taurus for all of 2022. And that affected our stability in lots of different ways, especially for people with their finances. A lot of shifting taking places with finances and financial security, stability, those different types of things. We will move from Uranus and Taurus into the Aquarian energy right around Aquarius season, which is the 21st, 22nd. Right as we come up into the Chinese Lunar New Year, which we switch from the year of the dragon into the year of the rabbit, and the year of the water rabbit or black rabbit, however you see it. There's a few different terminologies. I'm not an expert in Chinese astrology, so please, you're gonna have to do your own research on that. But what I do know is that it is a very auspicious energy. Rabbit energy is very peaceful. It's very kind. It's very opulent, elegant, those different types of things. And so for a lot of people, it's going to be supportive of what I've already talked about as far as this being a universal spiritual year, okay? For those of you that have been on your spiritual journey since 2018 plus, you're going to find that this should not be too much of a challenge for you this year. If you have not been on your spiritual journey, Scorpio friends, then you are going to find it probably a little bit easier than some of the other signs. but it's going to be a challenge nonetheless, because you're going to confirm what it is that you are looking for from that sub energy that you bring in from Pluto. Okay, so we're going to start off here with the energy oracle cards. I've got a couple of angel cards. Nope, we don't want the whole deck, guys. Just the ones for Scorpio, please. And then I'm going to use the Kipper as well. Wow, I'm telling you, this is going to be good for most Scorpio. Relationships must shift. Okay, and the relationship could be anything. Oop, I'm realizing I'm screwing the pooch up here. Sorry guys, I'll stop touching. I switched a couple of things. Why does this look crooked to me for some reason? Whatever. I switched a couple of things up this year, and so I'm just trying to get used to that. Let's start off first with the door to personal healing and happiness. This is where Scorpio is going 2023. It's going to be a very beautiful year for most Scorpio. The card that I find that is beautiful is the transformation card, which is Scorpio energy. So you are going to come into a lot of transformation. Relationships are going to shift. That is what needs to take place for you. Okay. The door to value is very similar to the card that just popped up with our Libra friend. So if you're on the cusp, there could be a little bit of transference. You might want to take a look at that one. What the universe is saying, your door to value is going to come in with ease and grace. A little bit. When they talk about a bonus energy coming in, financial, let's just call it financial, okay? Your relationship with money. Well, I'm going to change the word there. You could get flooded. You could get everything that you were looking for, and you have to be like water. You have to let it flow. That's exactly what this is saying. You could get inundated with it, and it could take you over, or you could manage to do things very easily and gracefully. What they are telling you to be in a warning about, okay, and I have to put it that way, is that there's a cornucopia of blessings on its way, and you have to deal with it with harmony, okay? There's a potential that some of you aren't going to be able to handle this influx of sexiness that's getting ready to come in, and so they're giving you the heads up about it right now, okay? Just saying. We're going to start this off with the Kipper. Let's get some information for our Scorpio here within the Kipper energy, okay? So we have the 1/1 portal that starts obviously here at the beginning of the year. Then we have the full moon in Cancer on the 6th. We have Friday the 13th that comes up as another lucky day. We're in the energy of MLK and some beautiful energy for people coming into harmony around the 16th of the month. And then, like I said, we have the new moon in Aquarius that comes in on the 21st, 22nd of the month, depending upon where in the universe you live. All right. The Kipper is talking about a shift in community. It's talking about expectation. What are your expectations, or what other expectations people have for you? Again, we're talking about relationships shifting in lots of different ways. There's some judgments that are going to have to take place because someone is putting in a little bit more energy than the other person. But there is someone that's coming in to support. And the two energies that you're going to have to shift into are the energy of your physical home, it looks like, your occupation, and something that hasn't been willing to change up until this moment. You are taking a journey. Let's go ahead and show you these cards visually so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Community in the reverse position. Relationships are going to shift. Who are the people in your neighborhood? Who are the closest people to you? Who are the people that support you? Who are the people that don't support you? Those are the evaluations that must be made, Scorpio. Those are the transformations that need to get shifted into. All right. What are the expectations that you have, or what are the expectations that people have of you that contribute to that shift in community? What exactly is going on with the lover in your life? Now, if you are not in a relationship, the lovers usually has a lot to do with Gemini energy if you transfer it into the tarot, because this is not the same energy, but they're similar. The lovers, who are you closest to? If you are not in a relationship, it usually has everything to do with work, because that's where you spend the majority of your time. 7th house, 10th house being very, very close and similar in energy. Gifts, money. But gifts also have things to do with your God-given gifts, skills, and talents as well. Okay, so those are the things that are coming in. What are you expecting to take place? And where do you need to make some judgment or some judgment calls? Now, this is the adjudication card. It doesn't have exactly the same meaning as the judgment card, but there is something that's getting ready to pop up that's going to be calling your attention to some things. It's also possible with this combination of the gift and the adjudication that there is a stay when it comes to additional dollars or cents coming out of your pocket. Just saying, because the next card that comes in is poverty. So there's an evaluation that needs to get made. It doesn't mean being poor, but with all of this door value, cornucopia of blessing, and healing and happiness that shows up with finances, be prepared that finance is going to be a very important portion of what comes up for you as well. Followed up by the wealthy man. You are going to be approached by someone. House, stability, where you're at, shifting of things are going to be taking place for what you consider to be stable, and you're going to have to make the determination whether or not that's a healthy choice for you or not. Okay, the coffin in the reverse position means that there's a little bit of stagnant energy. It's almost like the death card in reverse, where there's a little bit of resistance somewhere, and you have to pay attention to what that is, because the universe wants you to go on a journey. There's something that needs to move and move forward, and so you need to be aware of that. And for some of you, it's going to have a shift with occupation as well. Okay, so that's a lot of energy, but I'm putting it out there because that's what they asked me to do. I very rarely use the Kipper when it comes to these types of readings, but they said go for it, so that's what we're doing. Some people are going to resonate differently. What I'm going to do now, again, is remind you of the Dreamweaver energy. I'm going to remind you that what we're talking about is manifesting and laying down new foundations. You're bound to get a lot of the things that are going to show up from you from a personal healing and value perspective for yourself. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tarot for these individual weeks. They said before I do that to pull a numerology card. So let's pull the numerology card for our Scorpio here for January, specifically intuition. This is going to be a huge opportunity for you. So this 2 energy, this is the 3rd time that you've seen it. 2 energy for your base foundation, and now the 22 energy when it comes to the intuition. You guys are going to need to be able to really tap in. And I don't think you're going to have a problem with it, but I do think that you're shifting into that energy a little bit. I think some of you are going to be shifting relationships a little bit more with so that's where they're asking me to go. Some of you are going to be merging very closely with your higher selves, okay? Your monadic self, a lot more coming in. It's going to make these decisions very easy for you. However, let's go ahead and get into the overall for the first week for our Scorpio. It's represented by the 7 of Pentacles. Review. We just kind of talked about that. Who are the people in your neighborhood? Who are the people in your neighborhood? Who are the close aspects? Who's helping you? Who's not helping you? Who's supportive of the work that you're doing? Who's supportive of knowing that you want to get things shifted and changed? Could be a supervisor, could be a coworker, could be boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever the case may be. But the other supportive card that comes in here is the 2 of Swords in the reverse position, meaning if there had been any shift of clarity, you're getting down to the decision and down to the nitty-gritty here this first week. Okay, there's another card that wants to pop out. It just didn't, so let's go back and reshuffle. What else is supporting that 2 of Swords? There it is. You're right in the middle of this right now. Faith. Not giving up. You might be tired. It might be tiring this first week to try to get down to those positions, but Spirit is with you, and Spirit, that's where the intuition for me kicks in a little bit. Because you've already done some of these different things before. Spirit is saying, just have faith. We got you in this. Come talk to us. Come step into the house a little bit. Let's have a conversation. Let's have some tea. We'll share the information with you. So that's the first week for you, Scorpio. It looks good. It looks really good. There you go. The 8 of Wands in the second week. So not only is this loving communication, but this is a plethora of communication coming into you during the second week. And it's usually balanced information. It is the minor arcana version of the Chariot. Fast moving forward. So we talked a lot about making some quick decisions, especially when it comes to the wealthy man. And there we have the King of Pentacles, long-term stability, right? King of Pentacles is taking care of his kingdom. taking care of his people, knowing exactly what needs to get done, and having enough to continue to go around. Now here's the shift, my friends. Something with work is going to shift. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position. Something needs to shift. Something needs to shift. And you have that followed up with the Moon card. So that has a lot to do with your creativity, your dreaming, and your loyalty. So if you're doing more than one type of a thing, then something needs to be evaluated. There's going to be a lot of communication coming in. They said take one more on the Moon, and then we'll go into the 4th week. There it is. Some of you guys are going to be releasing yourself from something that no longer serves you. Maybe if you're doing multiple jobs, one of them goes bye-bye. Okay? Because it's no longer for you. It's taking more energy than it is. You're not receiving the energy. It's not in balance. Again, cornucopia of blessings coming forward. Something needs to go, and you are supposed to be receiving the value of the energy that you are putting forth. So I'm not stressed out about that at all. I'm excited for my Scorpio friends that are getting ready to step into that in their second week. Let's go into week 3. The energy is the 10 of Cups in the reverse position. Okay, so you're at the end of a cycle. That means there's a new cycle coming, but it is sitting here with the 6 of Cups. For some of you, this is directly going to be definitely going to be a relationship that is a romantic one. Okay, ending the way that it is in that particular cycle. Yep. If this is not a romantic relationship, it is a work environment, and this is where we say goodbye to that group of people. Okay. What else do we have there? Yep. And this is because they said move on to the 4th week. The 4th week, your true partnership, your true lover, your true companion, your true truth, the right people are supposed to be showing up for you specifically on that 4th week. Oh, here we go. They're just flying. And they said one more after that. Yep, I got you. 100. Oh my God. Here we go. You have the 2 of Cups with the 4 of Pentacles. So from a working perspective, you are going to be receiving the right energy and an opportunity to reevaluate where your pentacles are being spent and in the right way. The other thing that we have sitting here is this Page of Wands, which is new passionate energy showing up in your environment. And then we have the Love of Lovers. So again, very, very similar also to a couple of cards that we got in Libra. It's very clear that some of you guys are on the cusp. The 2 of Cups and the Lovers, you are going to be making the right decision with this new opportunity that shows up for you, that allows you to leave one area to receive something better in the other. So the first week or two is going to be a lot of you evaluating energy. The 3rd and the 4th week are going to be where everything starts to come into fruition so that you can make that final decision for yourself that's going to benefit you. We're going to go in here very, very quickly. If I move this over here, thank you, into the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, whatever we need to know that helps support this information for our Scorpio. Again, the intuition card coming in. So this is what we've got. We've got the intuition in the upright, and we've got the intuition in the reverse position. This is an important thing. Okay, this is an important thing. I do believe that the 6th, that Cancerian full moon, if you've felt as though you've been disconnected, is that goes. Okay, it helps to speed up the process for clarifying some things so that you can get to your innovation, your next level of creativity. By the time you get to the Aquarius new moon, you are going to be crisp. Okay, what else do we have? Yeah, they're flying out too quickly. Yep, anything that's been taking too much of your resources, again, that Cancerian energy, I would encourage you to use Sister Cancer Moon to release and close out anything that is not supporting where you want to put your resources. So whether that's a job or other people, yeah, full moon, let that shit go. What else do we have for our Scorpios here? Ooh, there they are. Yeah, here we are. They said take that one. Got it. Perfect. Okay. Some things have been to the extreme, and it's been dominating your world. You've had to take some time, or will be taking some time, to make some decisions on your own. And then there's that 2 energy again. You are going to fly free. You are going to fly free. You're evaluating exactly where it is that you're spending too much time. You're evaluating and you're understanding where things are no longer in harmony for you, and you are going to fly free. That's literally what this is saying. This is a beautiful reading, Scorpio. This is it's intense, but it's one of the better readings that I have done so far. Leo has probably been the best reading that I've done, but at the end of the day, let's go ahead and finish this, and let's see what else they want me to share with you with regards to the Dreamweaver, because this is very good. Keep in mind what it is that you want to have happen. Keep in mind that you have a dream. Keep in mind that if anyone or anything is taking you away from that, it gots to go. Laying your foundations for manifestation. I am in full control of my life, which allows me to manifest my dreams and desires. So this is an opportunity for you to create some boundaries, but what this actually is a grid that you can use for wealth. Okay, so you can whether you place this in your business or your home, what you're doing is you're gridding this accordingly. So you're going to want to put it in your southwest corner. Follow this by the Bagua, or if you're not understanding that, then it goes in the farthest left corner from the front door, okay, or any room. What you're doing is you're allowing this card to help you manifest your dreams and desires with your intentions, bringing in the money needed to help you be supported during any shifts. So you can place this on something that says, money comes to me easily, freely, and frequently. And remember to continue to ask for guidance without putting in the hard work. You are going to have to do some work. And they're telling you that you're going to have to do some work. There's transformation coming, but there's so much benefit that comes for you at the end of this. Citrine, smoky quartz, cinnabar if you have it. I don't think I have any cinnabar. Carnelian, but also moss agate, one of my favorite crystals to use for wealth. It's coming, Scorpio. You are going to get it. You are also going to let go of the energies of people that are not supporting that for you. But you're going to have to do some of the decision making and be comfortable letting those people go. And you're going to do it in a very strong fashion. So that is what I have for you for this upcoming year, but specifically starting this process off for you here in January. Thank you again to all the people that have been supporting me through these several years. If you are looking to receive a personal reading so that we get down to your nitty gritty, make sure that you take a look at the description box below and you can take a booking with me. I don't have time to chase people. You need to come to me if you're resonating with this information. Otherwise, I want to say thank you again. Many, many, many blessings. Happy New Year. Namaste. We'll see you guys in the middle of January. Bye for now.